You stay when others leave. You take on more than you were asked, you cover other people's failures, and you don't ask unnecessary questions. You call this loyalty, and for a long time it feels like your strength. But inside a strange feeling pojawiaется, as if you're giving more than you're getting, as if you're valued but not promoted, as if you're needed but not growing. And this isn't a contradiction, it's the system. The problem isn't that you're not valuable enough. The problem is how your value is being used, not as a resource for growth, but as a tool for stability. People think loyalty leads to trust and development. In reality, it often leads to fixation and exploitation. Not because you're weak, but because you're convenient. You stay after work when needed, handle urgent tasks, adapt to other people's deadlines. You think, this is a contribution that will be noticed. But the system reads it as the norm, as a baseline that is no longer up for discussion. It's not extra effort, it's your new minimum. You don't argue, don't create conflict, don't set hard conditions. You think, this is maturity and professionalism. But the system sees a lack of resistance, which means no boundaries, which means the workload can expand without consequences. This isn't loyalty, it's open access. You're given more responsibility, more complex tasks, more critical areas. You think this is a step toward growth, but along with responsibility, you're not given more influence. You are accountable, but you don't decide. You carry, but you don't control. This isn't development, it's downward redistribution of weight. You start to be seen as the person who won't fail, the one people turn to at the last minute, the one they can offload urgency onto. You think this is trust, but in reality, it's the system becoming dependent on your predictability. And the more reliable you are, the less incentive the system has to change your position. This isn't recognition, it's fixation. Gradually, a shift happens that you don't notice right away. You stop evaluating whether it's fair. You start evaluating whether it's convenient for others. You stop asking, why me? You start asking, if not me, then who? This isn't responsibility, it's a shift of your center. At some point, you find yourself inside a structure where your loyalty works against you. You hold the system together, and the system holds you in place. This isn't an accident, it's architecture. Loyalty reduces resistance. Lack of resistance increases workload. Increased workload makes you indispensable in your current role. Indispensability blocks movement, and you stay. Not because you're weak, but because you fit too well. Now, an important turning point. The way out is not to become harsh or cold, and it's not to stop doing your job well. The way out is to stop giving your loyalty to the system unconditionally. Start distinguishing where your responsibility ends and where someone else's convenience begins. Stop automatically agreeing where there is no clear agreement. Stop confusing reliability with the obligation to save everything around you. And most importantly, reclaim your right to choose where you invest your effort and where you don't. Loyalty without boundaries turns into a tool of control. Loyalty with boundaries turns into strength. The world won't change. The system won't stop using convenient people. The rules won't suddenly become fair. But you can stop being the channel through which those rules operate. You can remain strong, but stop being convenient. And in that moment, a shift happens that isn't visible from the outside, but changes everything. You stop being a resource that is simply used, and become a person who has to be reckoned with.